I really enjoyed the readings from this week and the way Mooney challenged me to think of the way the term normal is used in today's society. I've never really believed in normal versus abnormal. I was always taught that we were born the way God intended for us to be born, and my definition of normal may be different from your definition of normal. I also believe that who are we to say what normal is and isn't? Everyone's interpretation of normal is going to be different, as we are all different people. I really believe the use of labels, especially in children, creates a stigma that sticks with them well into their adulthood sometimes. And it's sort of a constant reminder to them that they are less than, inadequate, different, frowned upon. I teach at St. Lucy's Priory High School in the city of Glendora, California. And when I went to St. Lucy's, it was extremely competitive. There were well over 400 girls that would test, and only about 265 would be given a spot on campus for the incoming freshman class. That being said, there were no special needs students on our campus. It was just extremely competitive, and not to sound harsh, but special needs students would just not have cut it. However, with the downturn in the economy, our student body pool has significantly changed. Enrollment dropped from well over 900 to slightly above 600, and has slowly increased over the course of these years, especially after the implementation of a director of public relations. That being said, now we only attract about 7 to 8% of girls that are in the top 15 percentile of their 8th grade class. And there is a huge gap between our top percentile and our low percentile. And about 28% of our current student body would have been considered in the poor academic achievement percentile. That being said, there are many, many girls on our campus that have some sort of special needs. However, we only have 3 that are currently documented and diagnosed as special needs. Our school is most definitely not equipped to handle special needs students, and that is actually an issue that came up in our WASC visitation, which occurred last week, and especially in my focus groups meeting with the leadership team. And it's based on the high number of girls that we now accept on a probationary status as incoming freshmen. And many of those girls that come in on probation would technically be termed special needs. And the WASC leadership team was concerned that we don't have a program in place to monitor the progress that these girls are making quarter after quarter at our school. Unfortunately, we just don't have a program like that. We have 2 guidance counselors who see on average about 320 students over the course of the year, and it is their job to sort of intervene when a teacher thinks that there may be some sort of special need. However, if the teacher doesn't bring it to their attention, and most of the teachers on our staff do not make a conscious effort to do so, the guidance counselor has no idea. And it's heartbreaking because many of these girls are really, really struggling, and rather than placing them in a school that can best fit their needs, they're just sort of being pushed along in our system. And it's not necessarily an indicator of their academic achievement, but rather a lack of proper assessment, placement, and diagnosis. Our school also has a lack of communication when it comes to special needs issues that have been brought up by the parent to the administration. Teachers are never told, and it makes teaching those students really difficult because we know something's wrong with them, yet we don't have proof that there's something wrong with them. So I think that needs to definitely change within our administration, and that was something that the WASC team did identify as a weakness in our report, is that there is no communication. There may be information that parents have given on the student profile that is completed at the beginning of the school year, but that information sort of just stops there. It's never given to guidance counselors, it's never given to teachers, and yet these kids are held to the same standard that every other kid in our school is held to, and it's unfair. So I really think that we do have areas of growth to look at our school as far as special needs students, and maybe how we can go about better serving them, to ensure that their 4 years at our school prepares them adequately for college without making them feel like total and complete failures.